When it comes to talking about abuse, children may take a while to tell someone about what happened because they're scared of consequences, scared of other people's reactions, scared that no one will believe them, feeling shame, embarrassment, or guilt, feeling like the abuse was their fault, or concern for their own or other people's safety. They also might not have had the opportunity to tell someone about the abuse, or they might have personal feelings towards the abuser, especially if the abuser is a family member or someone close to them. When a child tells someone else about the abuse first, like a friend, extended family member, or a teacher, and not their parent, this can be hard for parents. Parents usually believe that they would be the first person their children would tell if they were abused. Parents also often think that they would be able to recognise that the child had experienced abuse. We know that sometimes at first, children will only tell a little bit about what has happened, or change their mind and say it never happened, or change details. All of this can make it difficult for us to support them when we feel confused about what the child has told us. Sometimes people who have experienced abuse might change their mind and say the abuse never happened, or say that they were lying about the abuse that has happened. Victim survivors of abuse sometimes do this because they might be afraid of going to the police to make a report, or of being the cause of their family breaking up. They are often scared of the consequences of telling the truth, or they may feel responsible for the consequences, even though the abuse is never their fault. A child may even be worried about what will happen to the abuser, especially if the abuser is someone close to them, and they may not want the abuser to get in trouble. Studies have found that children and young people usually start by telling their friends first, and then later talk to a parent or another trusted adult. This adult can then help report the abuse to the authorities. Older children and teenagers are more likely to tell their friends than they are to tell adults, so the abuse often stays hidden from parents. Researchers have also found that young people tend to wait longer to speak up about the abuse based on their age and gender. Boys and younger children take more time to tell someone. Also, if the abuse happens often, or if the abuser is someone close to them, it makes young people hold back even longer. One study looked at what stops young people from sharing about sexual abuse, and it found a few big reasons. They're scared of what might happen if they speak out, worried that no one will believe them, or they feel ashamed, guilty, or responsible in some way. Sometimes they just don't get the chance to talk, or they're scared for their own safety or the safety of others. And of course, their feelings about the person who hurt them play a big part too. It's important to understand that children and young people will have many complicated, overwhelming feelings about the abuse and about how they tell an adult about the abuse. So often, the child's way of telling an adult isn't going to be simple and straightforward. If the child does try to take back what they said, this doesn't mean they were lying. It's more often a sign that they're scared or worried about the consequences of speaking up about what happened.
When a child tells someone about sexual abuse they have experienced, parents and carers may experience a wide range of feelings. Common feelings can include feeling shock, anger, disbelief, sadness, and even grief. While these feelings are normal, it's important to try your best to control them in the moment and focus on supporting your child. It's normal for a child to continue to open up and tell more about the abuse they have experienced, especially once they are working with a therapist or other professional. You may find that your child wants to talk about the abuse more, or that they are giving you more details about the abuse. This is normal and expected. As best as you can, remain calm, listen carefully, and provide comfort. While it's understandable to experience huge, heart-wrenching emotions, the key is to allow the child to feel that they are in a safe and non-judgmental space. This will encourage them to open up and begin healing from the abuse.